Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what was out there, and a lot of very, very cool creations. Some smaller ones this time, but I also got 7 different creations I picked this week. The very first one here is the EraZor by CrazyZ, and this is a multi-role SV, high gravity at that. Can do 4G gravity. Has quite a bit of storage, I do believe, too. I was kind of looking over the description of it. But I gotta say, I really think it's a very pretty ship here. It kind of reminds me of a sports car, like a high-end exotic sports car, but it's a spaceship at the same time. And it's very, very cool looking design here. A lot of detail, really elegant the way things are set up around the ship. Like this little wingtip here of alternative colors too. That is just a little, that's different. That is very cool. It's got a little bit of that over here as well as the like the dark gray and the red in the creation. And I love the cockpit area on it. I just that slope. It kind of reminds me of a Lamborghini or a certain model Lamborghinis for some reason. It's just the way the slope and the angle and stuff are working. Obviously, it doesn't look like a Lamborghini there, but it just has some characteristics of some of that kind of thing. So it's just, yeah, I think it's a really cool looking SV for sure. Yeah, so I'll spin around here a little bit more, see what's going on here. Seeing a lot of launchers built into this too. Obviously, there's a whole set here, quite a few spotlights as well on the front. I have to see what all these different launchers are doing here. Obviously, kind of meant to shoot stuff. We'll take a look at the storage and everything else here. So anyway, let me pop inside here. Let me I'll tell you what. I'm gonna walk in with with the lights daylight on, and then I'll shift it to nighttime to take a look at it again here in a second. So the interior, very, very deluxe. I love this. I love all the side block work going on here and how everything is kind of. I assume there's a lot of parts or upgrade slots behind all these louvered doors here, which is very elegant as well. Looks like we got Wi-Fi over there that's visible currently, and our main core on the other side. Cool looking pilot seat area here again. I like the love the block work around the cockpit area here, and yeah, this is pretty cool the way these the blocks are working here. The curvy, like carpeted like blocks. Nice choice of texture in the corners there too. I see he's using kind of an unusual block there, but that really works for this, and it gives you that red stripe in there too. Looks like we got some LCD heads-up displays as well, and looks like we've got a some like a probably improved CPU cores up in there. You don't. It's kind of cool how they're overlapped with the thin curvy blocks here, so they and these kind of match the whole color scheme, like dividing up the walls here with the dark and the light. And then more beige, like louvered doors and things like that. So let's see what's behind some of these doors here. Let's start at the back here. So, reading the description, this has a total area to fit like 8 1x2 upgrade parts, such as like shields or shield pieces, things like that. I guess whatever the player sees fit to put in here. So you can kind of see that there's a couple slots right there. Another one right across the front here, so that would be 3 of them. Let me close that back up again. I bet you this is pretty close to the same on the other side, so it looks like we can fit another 3. Very nice. Nice to have the options to upgrade everything. So behind here, we've got our Pentaxa tank nicely displayed there. That's cool. Whoops. Close that up again. Then we got to have our O2 and fridge on the one side, and it looks like armor locker on the other side over here. Oh, very nice, very nice. So everything kind of tucks in there. Now I was reading in the description that there's some removable blocks. I haven't quite located exactly where they are yet, but there's 2 more upgrade slots in the creation to bring it to 8 1x2 upgrade slots total. I assume. I wonder if they're marked. I got to read the description a little bit better to figure out exactly where those blocks are. But that is a cool approach there, allowing you to run like 8 shield parts if you really wanted to, or you might have to dump in another CPU core or potentially even a generator to make all that happen. I don't know exactly, but that's very cool. And we got an ammo controller on the one side over here, and it looks like our regular storage controller on the other side. So ammo controller looks like it's 1336. Too bad he couldn't have made that to 1337. just one of those weird things I was thinking of. Looks like we have a drone hatch up on the top, or quick entry in and out of the creation as well. This is probably rigged up with a some kind of controller sensor or something that I'm not hitting right now. Yeah, it's very, very nice. Let me adjust the lighting here just to see what the interior looks like at nighttime. And yep, well lit, looks great. So you can obviously see in the dark here, or flying around in space as well. Let's take a look at some numbers here. So to start with, here we are unlocked level 20, size class 1, so pretty small ship. 73 forward, 49 strafing, 145 on lift. So that explains the high gravity, or the 4G, maybe more than that, high gravity. 73 reverse, 25 down. Running 8 Gatling guns stock and a detector. 2 hour and 6 minute build time. I actually expected the build time to be higher on this, so that is pretty cool. Requires a little bit of S-trim as that goes in, but not very much at all. And let's see, CPU wise, it's it's only 33,000 total CPU. It's only using 26,000. 512 of that, so that kind of means you can dump in some more parts right off the gates without increasing the CPU on this as well. So yeah, that's also impressive there. Definitely like that. Let's take a look at the storage on here. Obviously we got the ammo controller at 1336, and then we got a harvest controller at 29K. That's nice. That is nice. So yeah, obviously I absolutely believe you could fill that up and fly on high gravity planets. It has a huge amount of lift thrust to it. And then beyond that, you just have your fridge and pentaxa tank. So everything's very, very clean here. Nice ship, definitely. Love the styling of it. You can kind of see some of the cargo extensions up there due to the texture on the front area there. I like that little strip across the ceiling of the beige tone as well. And of course, it's got to have the sport wing on it. Definitely need the sport wing on that. Keep that downforce going there on the back, so you don't. No, I'm just kidding. That is really, really cool. Let's take a look at some P menu options too. I know these are typically loaded up, or CrazyZ creations usually have a lot of this kind of thing going on. So you have our drone light. Let's turn on some collision lights. Defense bank, we've got to turn that on. Attack bank, salvage. Let's just turn it all on, all of it, and watch this go. Yep. We've got our running lights here, the flickery running lights. I love that. That is just a nice touch. It looks very realistic too. I mean, when you see that going, it would remind you of what you'd see in reality on a emergency vehicle flashers, kind of thing. And look at all the heads-up displays going on in here. So we've got our active bank, drone hatch, defense bank, salvage mode, collision lights. Yeah, very nice. Sometimes I wonder how he fits all these LCDs in such a small area. They're just got to be somewhere. That's like that's like seven LCDs I think I'm counting here with everything on. And maybe there's more than that. I mean, there's probably an 8th one, or who knows. But yeah, very, very nice SV. Affordable, definitely affordable. Fairly quick spawn time for the SV. Looks like you could do some pretty good damage to some things. I mean, obviously it's not meant to go after like big high-end shielded POIs, at least stock right now. If you outfitted it with, different types of weapons up here and dumped in a bunch of shield parts and stuff, yeah, you could probably take on some more difficult in-game challenges easily with it, especially you get that shield all boosted up. Speaking of that, that's something I did not look at here. So our shield stock is 1420. Now one thing I don't believe this ship has, and probably, I don't think it could possibly have that. I'm going to fly through the hull just a smidgen here. No, it does not have a warp drive, which is totally not needed. I mean, honestly, I I mean it's here and there. There's a use for a warp capable SV for sure, but for the most part, I mean it's a lot of CPU. It's a big part to put in a small ship, and literally if he did have a warp drive in here, the ship would have to just literally be quite a bit bigger to pull that off. And honestly, I wouldn't miss it. I would usually take a SV, transport it via CV, and then like take it from there to nearby planet or something, a place where you wouldn't have to warp again, basically. So yeah, again, very very cool SV here. This is the EraZor by CrazyZ. Very nice. Let me get the lights on here and take a look at our next entry here. This is the J4 Condor by Lifeforce, and another SV. And this one looks like it's doing some of this. Yeah, that's cool. That's more of a. I think that's a. Oh God, what is a symbol of? Oh, I know it too. I'm gonna shut up. I'm not even gonna point that out because I'm an idiot. This is a cool looking SV too. I love this styling here on the front. Kind of the. It's got like a trim or angled wedge set on the top side, and then it kind of flares out a little bit, creating that almost like a bumper-like aspect to it, and a different color and everything like that. That is very cool. Cool looking a cockpit area as well. And then you got this this nice little touch here. Kind of looks like some kind of, I don't know, intake engine or something in the front there. I definitely like that. Nice feature there. Got our spotlight on the front. A couple Gatling guns off the side here. Oh yeah, look at that thin separation on the wings here. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's kind of, it kind of reminds me a little bit of a Star Trek runabout. I think this symbol is from Star Trek as well. It's just painted in green, which is kind of throwing me off, but it's not obviously the standard faction there. But yeah, these side pieces here definitely remind me of a runabout. It looks great too. Look at that thin block design. It's like the block can barely fit in the area here, but the author made it work, and it looks great too. Yeah, cool looking back end area on it. Yeah, very nice, very nice. It's cool looking SVs. I kind of want to build another SV sometime myself. Been a little while again. So anyway, let me get in here. I'll keep the lights on again, and then we'll take a look at it a little bit later. I'm trying to mix it up. I know there's a lot of things get dark, and I kind of want to show off the lights at the same time. So I'm trying to find a way to be cool with both ways of doing it here. Okay, so let's see. Let me read the sign here. Until Elion fixes cockpit ejection issues, be mindful not to park higher than 10-degree incline. Okay, makes a lot of sense. I know the way, things are kind of screwed up with SV pilot seats. Sometimes if you're parked on a hill or something like that, it'll eject you into the wrong area or maybe into a block row. It is a bug in the game, and that's what Lifeforce is explaining here. Also, we got a tutorial on this right there at the YouTube link there. Very nice. So, wow, yeah, check this out. So we have auxiliary cabinet. Oh, we have alternative. Oh, this is Klingon. Yeah, I knew that symbol was Klingon. I say that now after the fact. After I read it say that. I thought it was. I really thought it was. Man, I got to catch up on Star Trek. Anyway, over here it looks like we have a couple different alternative colors, or well, at least one here. So we have our default Klingon green, and then we have an honor gray as well, and some more information about upgrading, and that's always nice to see in a ship, so you're not like blindsided by it. On where to put stuff and whatnot. So yeah, quite a big upgrade slot just in this room itself here, especially if the LCDs weren't there. Let's see what's going on the other side here. Check this out. So we have a place for a let's say that is our shield. Yep, that would be a SV shield, and then Pentaxa tank right on the side there, and obviously some more room in here too. You could definitely fit some upgrade shield parts and things like that, the 1x2 parts. It looks like something also would fit right over there. Maybe additional CPU cores. See a storage controller right down over there. And then our pilot seat. We got a fridge like part of the front of the pilot seat there. That's a pretty cool design there. I like the green light kind of going with the whole theme of everything here. It looks like we got our main CPU core back over here. Yeah, very cool ship. Here, let me adjust the lights real quick, see what it looks like at nighttime here. And it's yeah, it definitely kind of has that more Klingon light approach there, more of a reddish tone, reddish orange kind of look to it. Yeah, very nice. Alright, so let's see what makes you tick here. So to start with, we are unlock level 10, so pretty low unlock level on this one. More of a like almost starter type of SV approach here. Size class 1, 53 forward, 16 strafing, 53 lift, 26 reverse, and 26 down. Wow, look at this. Resource costs, 1 hour and 6 minute build time. No rares or anything required. Obviously, you can upgrade this quite a bit. But yeah, very inexpensive upfront cost on this one. Quite useful for that, even if you just wanted a ship to just get around with. 2 Gatling guns, got a detector. CPU-wise, very low CPU as well. So we're just sitting here at 12,000 CPU. It's only using about 9,000 of it. And yeah, that is very cool as well. So it does not have a shield stock. Obviously, with the cost, you wouldn't expect it. It has a location for that, and the Pentaxa tank, and other additional upgrade parts and things like that. Let's take a look at your storage here. So we've got looks like that's a cargo box, external cargo. So there's a box on the outside, huh? Got to find that. Then we got internal cargo at 250, 2.7K ammo and 2.7K harvest. So it's kind of set up to do some harvesting as well. Just a nice feature. It's not like maybe you won't be doing harvesting with it, but it still works like a regular storage controller. But if you do decide to add a some kind of harvesting device onto the creation, it's already set for it, and you don't have to swap out a controller or anything like that. So yeah, not a bad plan at all. Really makes a lot of sense there. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Again, this is the LFJ4 Condor by Lifeforce. Again, very nice looking creation. Let me make sure we're broad daylight here again. And the next creation here, this is another one from Terror Freak 285. Now, I've seen a couple other Terror Freak creations, and he's been really doing a Command and Conquer Hand of Nod faction up. Almost like these were units meant for a RTS game. And it makes me think about that, too. I'm like, I wonder how that would work out, you know? What if you had an RTS game, literally something like Command and Conquer, but all the units, you know, all the tanks and everything that you're using in the game were actually built of voxels that players can make their own units for the game they're playing with. Obviously, they would all have a price to them and things like that. Technology levels that you might upgrade in the game, but that'd be pretty insane. You get a whole bunch, like a whole fleet of these and some tanks, and roll into an enemy base, but you're controlling it top down like an RTS. That'd be a neat idea. And again, I think this is a really cool looking like buggy vehicle. I love how the wheels were done. It's even got like fenders on the back and front on here, which is nice touch. Cool looking headlights. I like the front like bumper assembly here. Looks like you could mount a winch up to that. Yeah, very cool design work here. It really does look like it has working suspension too, or, you know, obviously the author really thought about that, like trying to get like as best you can do with the blocks, obviously. But yeah, that is very cool. Nice looking H. Well, hold on, are we at HV? I didn't even look at that. What does it say? It doesn't say. Hold on. What are you? You are a Yeah, you are HV. I thought you were an HV. You look like an HV. I was just trying to find the hover engines on it, and I didn't see those, so that was what was throwing me off there. They must be tucked in here somewhere. Obviously, it probably wouldn't look right with a wheeled vehicle having hover engines sticking all over the place there, so that I believe they are inset into the creation. Again, just take a look at that suspension, like even on the front here. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Spec-wise, let's see what makes you work here. So you are unlock level 17, size class very small. I don't even want to. Yeah, not even close to one. 19 forward, 6 strafing. Unusual, 61 lift. This is a HV, so I'm a little confused about the lift on the HV here. I didn't think they had lift in that manner. Three MS in reverse. 38-minute and 38-second build time, so very light on the overall build time here as well. Takes a smidgen of estrium and zirconium in there. CPU-wise, kind of looks like it just has a basic CPU core in there, but it does, you know, if you're using CPU in game, I do believe it's going to need an improved core added to the creation here. Now I also spawned this in vanilla just to check out the CPU, and it didn't actually work out in vanilla either. So I wasn't sure if this it didn't say that this was for Reforged Eden or vanilla. So I thought I'd look at the stats on both, but it would, if you're using CPU in the game, this one would need additional CPU added to it to get it to be compliant there. But again, very cool looking creation here. Nice design work, and feature-wise too. I kind of skipped right over that. I was looking at the design so much here. So we do have a constructor out back. We also have O2 and a fridge and our detector. Looks like we got some fuel tanks back over there. Our forward thrust is right there. I'm just curious where those hover engines are chilling. Oh yeah, right back here. You can see a couple. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's kind of neat how they're so they are kind of visible, at least in the front. That's cool. That's cool. So as in the lift thrust, how is it doing that? Is that because of these? Is this actually adding in the lift thrust? That, I'm not seeing any lift thrusters on here, but the stats are saying that. So interesting. So yeah, I don't think the author did anything weird at all. These are those hover jump pads, which I don't know how to make them work in game. I've tried multiple times. I've experimented putting these on a creation, and I'm like, how do you get it to work? I think there's a key or a combination of keys or something to trigger that to give you like a jump or something like that, and that's probably where that lift thrust is coming from. Just guessing though. Don't quote me on that. I definitely could be wrong. But again, this is the NOD Camp F Buggy by TerraFreak 285. Very cool vehicle, HV vehicle there. Looks great. Especially all the little details like this, the suspension and the bumper and all that fun stuff. That's a lot of detail to get into such a small creation using voxel blocks. Very nice. So the next one here, this is the LYC FV185 Canis Aurorus by Lycanthrope. I'm pretty sure I butchered that name there, but that second word was Aureus. And yeah, this is a very cool looking SV too. Different style and theme, kind of more of a fighter wedge shaped pattern, different color scheme as well. I like that. I have a really slick looking ship here. Look at that that front cockpit area and all the aerodynamics going on here with the like the wings and the way everything's wedged in there. It does look like it would fly. Couple looks like laser cannons out off the sides here, and we got some reverse thrust in that journal area. Another weapon right on front. So that, I think those are laser cannons. I'll look at the loadout here in a bit. Yeah, very cool. I like this engine setup here. You got all your down thrust right there, and then kind of exposed, but looks really good. I like seeing these SV thrusters on display like that. Adds a lot of detail to to the creation for sure. That, I mean, that looks like something from a different game, a non-voxel game, I should say. What's going on the bottom side here? Yeah, nice and smooth. We got our lift thrust there, landing gear in this area. Everything's very nicely detailed in here. I like the plates, and you can kind of see kind of through this area here, even on the bottom side. Yeah, very nice looking SV. So I don't believe this one is an interior style creation here, but you just hop in the front cockpit, really low to the ground though, on the front there. I love that front landing gear too, and just the way the block work is done in, well, pretty much the whole creation. So yeah, very nice. Laser cannon on the top. Yeah, very cool, very cool. Let's take a look at some numbers here. So to start with, we are unlock level 20, size class 1, a very small 1 again. 74 forward, 39 strafing, 36 lift, 25 reverse, 45 down. 2 hour and 25 minute build time. Does require some estrium and zacosium. It is running a detector, 3 laser cannons, and a laser turret stock here. 10 fuel tanks in here, 4 oxygen tanks. CPU wise, pretty light on CPU. It's using 27,000. It's set up for 39,000 CPU and reforged 8-inch, so you got quite a bit of extra wiggle room right off the gates here. Let's see, we do have a shield as well, 2940 on shield strength stock. Let's take a look at your storage. I gotta actually look at, I forgot to look at the last creation storage too. I'm gonna do that in just a second here. So we are looking at our Condor here. So we got 250. No, we're not looking at the Condor there. We're looking at this one. So we got an ammo controller at 2,000, and that looks like about it. So yeah, this is just a fighter. You know, it's a shielded fighter here, and it's not trying to be a storage vessel or anything else. It's just trying to be what it looks like it is, which is really, really cool, and definitely not going to break the bank either. Yeah, very nice, very nice. So again, this is the LYC FV185 Canis Auroris by Lycanthrope. Again, I probably butchered that word again. Very nice. And just for the heck of it here, I wanted to take a look at the storage on this guy here too. Let me hop in there. And so we had an ammo controller at 125, container controller at 125, and then a fridge and pentaxid tank. Just if you wanted to know. So yeah, it's all set up for it. It does have the ammo and a little bit of storage, couple boxes basically. So very nice, very nice. So the next creation, we're going to buzz over this way. We're going to take a look at this orbital drone control for Reforged Eden 1.9 by Corrupt Reverend. And this is a CV, by the way, and I think I didn't put enough gas in it. One sec here. So check this out, and yeah, it certainly looks like it's a space station, but this is a CV. Really interesting. I think it's kind of designed a little bit more to be a AI-controlled CV. It's got some weapons on there that wouldn't allow it to at least stock, necessarily work with players, or maybe a little bit harder to obtain particular kinds of weapons on here. But I believe you could definitely get this in and use it as a player ship as well. Now, obviously, this one isn't designed to land on planets or anything like that. It is certainly, like the name suggests, like a drone control creation here. And I would, if I'm just a guessing person, I would say that this is really meant to be a AI or a POI type of thing in game, AI combat ship that you could take down. Yeah, it's using quite a bit of different alien weaponry and things like that on it. Really cool looking design though. I like this this whole like ringed saucer type of well, it's not really a saucer, more of this ringed approach here, kind of a neck going down into. Wow, this is pretty crazy back over here. I like that. Some interesting looking framework going on here, and this whole look at that mechanism. Looks like there's kind of an elevator or something maybe in the middle of that area as well. Oh, that's wild. Very different looking here. Antennas on the bottom. Yeah, look at that. Artillery. Yeah, it's got a lot of weaponry on it. A lot of pretty crazy weaponry. A lot of locations for that too. Kind of on the bottom and top side of this, like it's not really a ring because it doesn't really wrap all the way around, but pretty close. On the top side too, that looks really neat. I like what the author did with the white and black color scheme on here. Looks really cool. And then obviously a huge amount of retractable turrets and kind of this black design going across the top here as well. Very nice. Got some got a radar down over there. Got to point out the radar, of course. And let's see here. Interesting. Yeah, no, this is cool. This is really unique creation here. Definitely like that. Very creative. Cool looking design too, and it looks like it's, yeah, it generally is a very nice looking creation here. Oh, nice. All right. Well, anyway, interesting. That's a way in now, isn't it? Yeah, it's like a ramp. Must have that open. That's pretty trippy. What's going on here too? There's like this glass area, and it's got these like half blocks, like a vent protection, like over the windows, using actual blocks. But that's a neat looking approach there, definitely. All right. Well, let's get aboard and see what's going on the inside. I guess I'll come in right through this back area here. Let me adjust the lighting here to see what we're gonna look like at night. If it's not too dark, that's pretty dark. So we'll keep the light kind of rolling a little bit here. I'll look inside here. Oh wow! So we've got some quite a few small shield parts. I like the setup here on how they're displayed. That is pretty cool there. It looks like you could fit some more in there if you wanted to as well. Alongside here, wouldn't quite look as cool with the formation or anything like that, but it does look definitely possible. Yeah, I like that setup there. A lot of stuff going on in the room here. A lot of I like the red lighting theme as well. Up front here, we've got, yeah, kind of open architecture on the inside here. Interesting. Oh, we've got one of the newer Reforged Eden elevators. I have to ride that up. I say newer. I guess it's been around for a little while now. It's not like brand new, but it is definitely a cool thing. So I went out of God mode just so. Uh-oh. Lift me. Do I have to? Is there a button? Maybe I got to hit a button. Ah, yes, right here. So let me guess. I walk here and I hit that. Yep, there it is. That's so cool. I mean, that's how elevators should work. I kind of wish the actual game had elevators that worked that way. I really do not like the method that the stock game is doing with the elevators. Doesn't feel quite right, and it kind of most people are usually flying around in jetpacks too, and it kind of trips you up when you go up and down those elevators with jetpacks sometimes. We got a gravity generator over here. I'll get back out of God mode here. Looks like we have a secondary elevator going up to that area. But yeah, very cool open design in here. Oh, look at that. We got a fusion reactor up on the ceiling here too. This creation is pretty serious here. Our warp drive right in the middle there. And hold on. I love riding these elevators up. So it just feels right, you know what I'm saying? It just feels right. When you go up an elevator, you'd expect this, So that's just my opinion on it. Very nice. Yeah, I like this. Wow, look at this. Quite a trip here. Big, large shield part there, too. And quite a staircase going up this way here. Kind of a trip. Get up into this room here. Looks like we got number of side doors going to various places here. And it looks like another elevator in the middle here, again with the fancy elevator design there. Some crew members there. So let's run around and try to hit up some of these doors here. Wow, look at this. This is a lot bigger than I thought it was. Kind of like a hallway area, miscellaneous parts. Okay, so this other door would go into the same room environment here. Like the piping across the ceiling. And we've got some thrusters. No, those aren't thrusters. Those are shield parts. You got a couple medium shield parts above there. And a staircase over here. I like how this is not used in any of the traditional elevators, actually. And more, yeah, that's probably just looking at the top side of those shield parts here. We got thruster access. Got a room out to this side here. Oh, well, I didn't expect a hallway to go that way. That's cool. And this is kind of a, wow. It's another whole, this is like another whole area, isn't it? Or is it just above where we were looking at before? No, this kind of looks like another whole space. Wow. We must be, we're going around in that kind of ring feature on here. Active construction zone. Uh-oh. Well, look at this. This whole hallway. Oh, that's a trip. And it's all at an angle. Looks like it's all at a 22.5 degree angle. I like how the author did this. I mean, it's hard to do these kinds of things and texture them because nothing really is going to line up very well and things like that. But yeah, this is really cool. Nice work on that. Looks like we get into the back portion here. This is quite a facing to this room over here as well. Wow. More thruster access. I do like how everything's kind of on display as well. Like compartments are made for all these components and things like that. You know, get back into God mode and move around a little bit quicker here. Yeah, this looks like it's going to have a beefy shield on it for sure, especially with that fusion reactor and seeing the large shield parts and the mediums. Probably smalls hidden away in here somewhere too. I think we came, wow, yeah. Very cool, very cool. Interesting ship to walk through, kind of, or, yeah, well, it is a ship, isn't it? It kind of looks like a space station, but it is a CV. And check out this area up at the front, too. Oh, that is a cool-looking bridge. Oh, I like that. What a trip. So you got this upper balcony over here attached to an elevator. Just the presence of how that looks here with the glass kind of wrapped around the front there. That's really nice. So main pilot seat right there. Nice visibility, too. That's a cool-looking bridge. I gotta, yeah. Really like how that was done up there. And right below the bridge, I think we've, yeah, this was, we kind of walked past this, and I went to one of the side doors there already. But yeah, that is very cool. Yeah, I think this would probably be the same as the other side, or maybe a little bit of differences. Just take a quick pace through here. Or maybe not. I don't know. This looks quite a bit different than the other side, actually. So, or maybe I didn't hit this floor on the other side. We got some security over there. Gotta have some of that. Looks like a lot of places over here to add parts and things in this general section. Yeah, and that's right below the angled hallway going up to here. And again, another big shield part. Very nice, very nice. Cool looking creation there. And again, yeah, one of the real standout features too is this I think is just, that looks cool. That just looks so like it should be in a movie kind of thing, you know, big sci-fi movie. Very, very cool. Let's take a look at some specs here. So, we are size class 16, unlock level 25, 38 forward, 40 strafing, 43 lift, 38 reverse, 43 down, 25 hour and 9 minute build time. It is going to reuse quite a lot of resources on this one, especially with the kind of parts that are in here. Some of these, again, I think this is primarily designed to be a P or a AI controlled ship, especially with some of the weaponry on here, but or maybe just high-end late game type of stuff. That could be too. Some of these I'm not real familiar with these weaponries or the weapons. They're showing in orange here too, so that could be a thing. Um, let's see, 54 fuel tanks, 11 oxygen tanks. CPU wise, it looks like it's outfitted up to 2.5 million CPU, and it has nearly 100,000 left over on that. Let's take you know what? I want to take a look at your shield too. Yeah, look at that shield, the built-in shield on here, 129,000 shield. So you can definitely tell it's got the fusion reactor, some large and medium shield parts and things like that to get to that kind of number. That could take a lot of hits. Storage-wise, got looks like 320K ammo controllers, and then we've got, oh, that's a big one there, almost nearly 500K, one storage controller and 471 on another storage controller. So yeah, definitely can move around to quite a lot of cargo and hold a lot of ammo too. But then again, it's got a lot of weaponry on here too. Yeah, that's very very cool looking creation here. Definitely, I'm kind of wondering if we'll see this in game or end up attacking it at some point in time, or whatnot. So again, this is the orbital drone control. Yeah, it definitely sounds like it's a POI kind of thing here, by Corrupt Reverend. Very very nice. All right, so the next creation here. This is a another CV. Last two are actually CVs here. This is the Nocturne by Ozfresh. And yeah, that's a cool looking CV. I believe it was kind of designed to be a starter like CV that you can upgrade, put in some weaponry. Obviously, it's got some placeholders in various locations here, and kind of that wedge shaped design. Oh, look at this inside. Kind of see through the top front area of it here. Some interesting stuff going on there. It looks like they got a bridge back in that section. Quite a bit of LCD like heads-up displays or whatnot. I'll have to check that out from the inside. Looks like a interesting way in and out of the bridge from the top side of the creation there, using a force field. It looks like. Got a reverse thrusters here. Looks like another sneaky door entry in that location. Got some weaponry on here stock. I think it's again designed to be fairly inexpensive stock, and then you can upgrade it to a decent amount here to build it up as you're playing the game here and getting more resources and things. Looks like we got our warp drive on display right in the back there. I like that section there. The glass going into this area. Yeah, quite a trip looking down on the top side of the ship here. That's very cool. And yeah, look at these wing pieces. They're literally not. Yeah, they're like suspended, like out there. They're like not attached to the ship here, kind of on purpose. Like they're a separate device. Maybe the nature of the race here and technologies that they're using. Yeah, very cool. All right, well, it's noticing some pretty trippy doors back here. My light's a little weak right now too. Sorry about that. So yeah, I'm kind of curious what's behind all these doors here. Let me get down to the ground and see if anything opens up. Or should I? There's probably a control on the inside. I tell you what, I'm just gonna burst in from one of these sneaky doors over here and go from there. That's kind of a trip. This isn't like even like a full block width here, but that works. You can walk through there no problem in game. So as soon as we get in, wow, look at this. This looks like it's quite well lit inside. Let me again lower the lighting down a little bit here. So yeah, interesting. You walk right into a farm. Look at that sloped kind of walkway there. So we got a 9 grow plot farm right over here. Our food processor right in front. And then it kind of gets down into a Wow, kind of a deluxe, kind of a production area, storage controller, things like that. Then you got a couch and a plant. That's, that is pretty wild. Oh, we got some info back over there too. I was probably supposed to enter in through the back first, but wow. So what do we got here? Ah, so we got another way in on the bottom side right there. Get that back up and walk straight across to the front area. Oh wow, there's stuff off the side. Okay, that's kind of taking a look at these two rooms over here. And on the other side, rather than the constructor, we have a med bay and gravity generator, storage controller. So they're asymmetrically done on both sides over here, fitting different kinds of parts, except for the farms. The farms are pretty much symmetrical, giving you 18 grow plots so far. Yeah, very cool. Wow, that's a wild pipe there. I'm just trying to see what is going on behind here. So we got some storage boxes right up front there. And oh yeah, we got the more compact CV shield right there. RCS unit up in the ceiling. Well, up in this display thing, I wouldn't say, and that's not necessarily the ceiling. That's pretty wild. And you got the LCD with the arrows signs up above there. That's cool. Oh yeah, that's obviously where you would walk in. Let me walk to this back area here and see what this is all about here. Where you'll find your shield parts. So it talks about a lot of the upgrades and things like that. CPU extenders. You have to check that out, but it definitely looks like it's set up to upgrade from where it's at. And yeah, so we got like a central blast door in the back area here too. I'll have to check the P menu options on this to see if we got some controls. It kind of looks like this area is at least locked down, or I'm not. It doesn't seem to open with sensors at least. I like the little touch right there, the angled text going up there. Very cool. And that's kind of like right above this down ramp as well. So let's go up the elevator. That gets us into the cockpit area. Oh, we got some plants up here too. Nice. Armor locker, O2, med station, some bookshelves, and oh yeah, look at this heads-up display here. Smart landing on, gravitation field on, blast doors open. Oh yeah, so yeah, we're definitely gonna have some P menu controls. And looks like yeah, refurbished alien vessels. That's cool. And our warp drive, obviously we could see that from the outside of the ship as well. And that area, oh look at this little corridor. Oh yeah, those are this really cool way to get in the ship, force fielded like round block walk-in path rather than using the door. That's cool. I like that. That's a nice little touch there. Yeah, very cool. Very cool looking creation. Get the lights back on here and we'll take a look at some numbers here. So let's see. To start with, we are unlock level 15. So yeah, not too bad. Size class 3. 23 forward. Hold on. I bet you I have some controls off here. Yeah, the thrusters are in a different thing here. I'm going to just make sure, for the sake of looking at the stats here, that I got all the thrusters on. Stuff like that. So 22 forward, 14 strafing, 30 lift, 19 reverse, 15 down. Got 4 fuel tanks, 2 oxygen tanks, 7-hour and 18-minute build time. Requires a smidgen of estrium and zirconium. And by the count of this, I believe this probably has armor repair in it. Using that up, I ran into the same thing a few times myself. CPU wise, yeah, we are one basic CPU core only. It's using all that CPU right up to the edge. Very nice. So yeah, it's going to be fairly cheap that way. And on this too, it's yeah, if you're looking at the I mean, obviously you got a little bit of estrium and zirconium, but it's really quite an inexpensive ship. I mean, for the most part here. iron, titanium, silicon. And that's your main stuff. A little cobalt, neo. Of course, you're going to need that for all CVs. So yeah, definitely kind of in that starter category of ships. A little bit bigger, a little bit more exotic, but very cool there. CPU wise, checks out great. Let's take a look at your storage. So we've got nicely labeled in here. So we've got a ammo controller at 176K of ammo. It's interesting. So we've got this is a box here too. I like how some of these are indented. Just notice that. Yeah, it's kind of like almost like this was the title, and this is it's a neat little option there. I kind of like that. I don't think I've seen that done before. Just where you kind of indent some of this stuff so it displays nicer here. Very cool. Pharmaceutical fridge, gotta have it. Blocks and devices, 141K there. Raw ore and scrap, another 141K. That's a box there. Rare loot, that's another 16K box. Input, miscellaneous, ooh, that's a big one. 526K there. Fridge, weapons, and another ammo controller, 176K. So we've got two ammo controllers on here. So yeah, really set up to get really souped up with weaponry and whatnot too. Yeah, very cool ship. Like the design work there, and pretty trippy with these side pieces here. I kind of like that though. That's alien craft, got kind of a refurbished alien ship here. Yeah, very nice. So again, this is the Nocturne by Ozfresh. I'm sorry. Very nice, very nice. So the last creation today, this is the Adeptus GMK1 by Captain Caveman. And oh wow, this looks like a pretty trippy ship, I gotta say. Look at that front end there. It kind of looks like it has some mandibles going on there. Oh yeah, I like this this bridge layout here. That's kind of neat. The whole shaping of it, and how the glass kind of wraps around the front side and actually kind of goes to a lower deck as well. Oh, look at the well, at least one entry point here on the front. That's cool how that works. Kind of like a lot of framework and stuff like that, and it ties in between a couple of these antennas, or probably placeholders for launchers of some type here. But I don't know, or just the antennas. They look really cool. I like how these turrets are hanging down there too. Cool looking front end. Let's try to look at some of the rest of the ship here, but definitely like the front end so far. I like this window setup kind of peering in on the inside there. Kind of looks like we've got some placeholders inside for grow plots. Cool looking like thruster housing units here. Kind of looks like there's more going on in there too. Or oh man, oh wow, I didn't expect it to open up into like a chamber in here. Oh, that's cool. Huh, interesting. And yeah, it definitely looks like it's designed to upgrade your thrusters and stuff. So probably a lot of upgrade potential in this ship here. You can clearly see it over on this back side here. I'm sure if I fly through here, there's some available blocks that you would probably, yeah, it's even telling you to get rid of those so you can put in like a larger style thruster there. And probably also the same thing going on these top banks here. Cool looking framework attaching these like thruster pod modules to the main hull of the ship. I like how the blockwork was done here, and the circle in there is kind of industrial looking as well. I like that. I got radar on the bottom. Looks like we've got, oh wow, hover dock. Oh yes, I almost forgot. This is really meant to tie into another creation that I actually looked at in a previous look at the workshop. That is designed to kind of like mount right up here, so you can literally get out of that creation and without going outside, and then jump right into this one. And it's I'd have to test that out. I don't think I have that other creation handy right now, but that's cool. That's a nice idea there. I did read that in the description of the creation as well. Oh, look at this. This is like a, oh wow, that's like a little dock there for like a maybe that same creation. Maybe this is where that's working at. Quite a trip though. Really, really unique design work here. The way it's set up. Man. And obviously that's screaming that it's an extra turret mount. This probably is right over here as well. So yeah, I'm sure you'd probably be adding a lot of guns to this, or it has the potential to add a lot of guns and things like this to it. All right. Well, anyway, wow, what a unique design. I like that. And this, yeah. So all your landings back over here, and then you got kind of this big neck that kind of just hangs over. Where you got all your weight, and it kind of reminds me of like the constellation in Star Citizen a little bit. All right. Well, anyway, let me. Well, here, let's just take a walk through here. I'm gonna adjust the lighting a little bit. Looks like it's definitely has some lights going on the interior. I just don't want to make it too dark again. So, all right. So I came in one. Obviously, there's multiple ways in the ship, but came in one of them. So we're kind of coming up right along this lower part of the bridge here. Looks like we've got a med bay right over on the side and a shower right as you're going up the elevator here. And then we get the rest of our specialized medical equipment right in the area here, as well as, oh, check that out, a constructor right there, right? Like literally you can not even move. You could be in the pilot seat and like stand up and do your stuff. That's cool. Cool looking bridge area again. Just you got nice visibility, and it's just kind of neat with how the block work was done there. And this is a pretty wide open area over here, obviously for a farming section. So yeah, we've got places for we got grow lights up on the ceiling there, and it looks like it's kind of set up to add in grow plots, probably where all these grates are. Or maybe not all of them, maybe just some of them here. I'm just kind of looking at how these are lining up there. Oh, yeah, this whole area. Oh, yeah, you could fill this whole area in with grow plots. So, quite a lot. Oh, we've got an info panel back there, too. Cool. So, I like to see that. It's just nice to know. And it probably states here, or maybe not, on the grow plots. But, yeah, it gives you nice information on quite a lot of loadout suggestions here. That's cool. So warp drive and long range radar, and looks like it can do large shield chargers and capacitors in here. Probably what this area over here is. A lot of LCDs, projector LCDs in the general area. So yeah, definitely our farming section. And just taking a look at the interior blockwork design here, that looks really interesting. It's quite colorful. I'm gonna just dial the lighting down a little bit to look at that. That's neat. I like how the author used the armored glass here coming into the blockwork and whatnot. And yeah, it's very detailed. Looks really sharp. What is up on this back part here? Kind of this glass here. We've got the other elevator. We're gonna have to go down there. Looks like we're seeing a CPU blocks right in this general area. And it kind of looks like we're above a warp drive, I think, right now. In this back area, yeah, okay. Here's those medium shield part upgrade locations. And it kind of looks like these would be more of those. I'm wondering, there's a lot of LCDs, and I think there's going to be a P menu option to tell you where do all these parts go. And I think that's their function. So let me, before I go too much further, let me hop in here, see if that's true or not. Yeah, upgrade LCDs, yep. So now if we walk back in here, does it tell us anything. I guess it doesn't really need to, but yeah, definitely set up for a lot of upgrades in the realm of shield and weaponry and things like that. Yeah, really kind of a trip going through the inside of this as well. Uniquely laid out, and this gets us down to the yep. That is the S or the HV that is set up to use with this, where you can literally dock, and I believe a mechanism to walk through this door right into an alternative pilot seat on the bottom here for quick escape. Yeah, very cool. I don't know if I'm missing any areas in here or not. It's pretty straightforward on the well, I would call it straightforward, but yeah, it's not super big. Definitely, definitely again, looks like it's designed to hold a lot of upgrade parts, shield pieces, additional weaponry, you name it, whatever the player wants to do with it. So let me get the lights back on here a minute, and let's take a look at some numbers here. So to start with, we are, oh, look at that, unlock level 12. Ah, so yeah, this is more like a starter, isn't it? Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I wasn't sure. I didn't see it have a lot of those parts in their stock, so the author was obviously trying to keep the price down. But yeah, I just thought it was going to be a higher unlock level than that. So 22 forward, 15 strafing, 37 lift, 22 reverse, and 7 down. Obviously, it's meant you can upgrade the thrusters on here. So you can bring this some of these stats up. I'm not sure how many of them, but definitely the forward. 8 fuel tanks, 6 oxygen tanks. You got 4 stock miniguns, one sentry gun, and a detector. 8 hour and 1 minute build time. Not using any estrium or zirconium at all. So just some carbon and your basic stuff. Of course, you got to have a little cobalt neo in there, kind of required for CVs. So yeah, definitely like the starter realm CV again. Very cool. So CPU wise, it's using 1 basic CPU core. It does go over a little bit right now. It's probably within a safe zone though, where it's not really going to cause you any problems whatsoever. But a little bit over the 400,000 there. Obviously, it's meant to upgrade. So get bigger thrusters, more guns, bigger shield, all that kind of fun stuff in here. One thing I wanted to hit again though, I wanted to take a look at what's going on up here. I didn't see how this area was really working out here. So obviously this is a pretty neat little like docking bay or something like that. I don't know if it's intended for different vessels or whatnot, but that is cool. Oh man, it's got solar in here too. I didn't even know. Look at that. So yeah, this is kind of a weird area inside these thruster assemblies. What? And this door, I didn't even notice that either. Like a big door mechanism here. There's probably some more P menu options I should probably flip. But yeah, look at that. It's got some solar embedded. Huh. Inside of this whole area, and obviously, yeah, you can upgrade the thrusters. It kind of looks like you could upgrade some strafing thrusters as well. Maybe that's what these door mechanisms are kind of meant for. Look at this. Oh, that's like a sneaky way in. Is that a piece of glass there? Oh, it is a piece of glass there. Okay, it's not really a way in there. Obviously, there's a door right in front of it. Just trying to figure out how the mechanism here is working. Oh yeah, reverse thrust. Yeah, totally upgradable on that too. I know it kind of sucks for authors, myself included, when you design a ship to hold certain style thrusters, and then to keep the price down and things like that, so you can get it in at a lower level and cheaper costs. You do like rip it all out, which I'm sure it looks better with the large thruster here than the single small one there. But yeah, the author did it, and it makes sense because it just makes it easier to get in game, quicker, and it's kind of when it counts, really. So yeah, very cool. So you can upgrade the reverse thrust as well, possibly the strafing thrust. kind of, actually in this area here, it kind of really looks like you could blow out some of these other blocks here and add more of those strafing thrusters, or maybe the whole set of them, and just put in a big large thruster there as well. Yeah, very cool. So let's see, what is your storage? Let's see. So we've got, oh wow, nicely labeled here. So it looks like we start out with a 640K controller, and we got these two look like 16K boxes. Got a 320 Harvest 1, 320 Harvest 2, 320 for ammo, and SV, and this is probably a box for some SV ammo, and then a large fridge. So I like how this is set up too, so they'll show up in the right order alphabetically and not just randomly throw this stuff wherever it comes up at. That's cool. That's cool. I like the numbering system here as well. So all color coded. Quite a bit of storage too. I mean, obviously it doesn't have a huge amount of storage controllers, but the ones it does have are all big storage controllers, which is really cool. So you got the 3 320s and a 640 here total. Yeah, I think that's right. Oh wait, ammo box 1. Yeah, this one here. Yep. And yeah, there's solar actually visible on the top too. I sort of missed it. I was looking at so many other things. So yeah, solar as well. Give you a little power assist there. Yeah, very cool. And that is it for this week here. A lot of really cool creations, definitely. Like the creativity involved in so many of these, and just different ideas and things like that. Different ways to go about things. It's really cool to see that. There's a lot of different styles and stuff going on here. And again, yeah, the game is really about being creative, especially if you're into the building aspect of it. You can pretty much do anything you can think up, with at least with the voxel blocks and things that are in the game. So yeah, very cool. And again, you guys all have yourself a great weekend, and I will talk to you on the next video. Adios.